Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Thinking Pack. Today we are doing something that is fairly simple, but yet fairly difficult. So, we are simply going to color our rocket room. So, we have worked on making a gigantic wheat farm. It is now completely automated. It has been, well, at least half of it is completely automated. And it has been running off camera. We have loads and loads of wheat now in 4 separate chests. But in any case, we are trying to color our rocket room over there, which is a massive room. It's about a quarter of the size of this room. But as you can see, this room is incredibly big. And we are trying to color it with red wool because I think that'll look pretty good. We'll have to find out. But we are going to expand this sheep farm. We are going to probably fill in the whole area here with red sheep or something like that. Not entirely sure exactly. But that is going to take a while. And then we are also going to be working on the rocket room, and it is going to be fairly difficult because you're trying to climb up a big, massive wall and not fall off while you're trying to survive on the way up and down and up and down and try to get that thing done. And so we shall get to that today. First thing that we need, of course, in order to get red wool is red sheep. And in order to get red sheep, we need red dye to get red sheep. So that is what we're going to do. Because in Minecraft, you can dye the sheep for some strange reason. So let's go ahead and do that today. And for those of you guys who are interested, for those of you guys who didn't happen to see the last live stream, in between the last episode of the Thinking Pack and this episode, I got a new graphics card. Well, an old graphics card. What was it getting? Red wool. Not red wool. Red dye. We need some puppies for that. So let's go ahead and get some puppies. Also, there's a new skin, by the way. Hello, I'm a Mr. PeculiarPineTree. Anyways, let's get back to the point. And the point is we're getting red wool, getting red dye to get red wool. We need puppies to get red dye, and so we are going all over the place trying to find some puppies. But in between episodes, for those of you guys who are interested, I got a new graphics card, or old graphics card. Someone gave me a 10-year-old graphics card, which, when plugged into this machine, it is very helpful because it's about the same speed as the integrated graphics that I had, but the difference is this graphics card has its own dedicated memory. Sorry, getting tongue-tied again. But that is excellent because now the CPU and the graphics card are not using the same memory. So let's go ahead and grab this one as well. There we go. We got 7 puppies, and that should turn into red dye very nicely. Yes, let's go ahead and just take 2. Just take 2. Let's keep the other 5 puppies for something else in the future, but in any case, let's go ahead and head back home. So the frame rate is nice and fast compared to what it was before. It is nice and fast. As you can see in the top left of the screen, we are getting above 80. We're getting often above 100 frames per second while recording, and that is excellent. So let's go ahead and enough about that for now, unless you guys want... actually, here's the question for you guys. What do you guys like to hear about and things? Do you guys like it when I'm talking about sort of these real life things a little bit with like computer specs, or like just real life things like the raccoon that we talked about a while ago? Or do you guys like it when, like, if you don't like that stuff as much, if you like it more when we just stick straight to the game and don't talk about that stuff? Or do you like it when we talk about that stuff instead of not, or whatever? Let me know if you guys have any thoughts on the matter, and we can sort of maybe adjust the commentary a little bit for what you guys are kind of interested in. But let's go ahead and head down here and do the first step of the task, which is, of course, so here's the way we're going to do it. We're going to make this whole thing into red sheep. Although, you know what? We might keep this part sectioned off because... Here's the thing. Eventually, here's the dilemma. Eventually, and the dilemma probably should have gone in the first 20 seconds of the video. But in any case, back to that point, the dilemma is that we got this pen here, which is black and white sheep. We got this pen, which is gray and gray sheep, dark gray and light gray. And eventually, I want to have all of these pens having like 2 different colors of sheep in each of them. This is going to be divided into mini pens and everything. But for now, the problem is that we are going to be using so many red wool that we're going to need possibly to fill in this whole area with red sheep. And if we fill in the whole area with red sheep, then we need a lot of dye to change their colors. Like, it's fairly easy. Let's go ahead and start filling in the back wall of the pen while we're talking. We got some stone. Yes, that's excellent. Okay. But yes, it's fairly easy to dye a couple of sheep and then breed them over and over again. Let's go ahead and use cobblestone for this, because why not? We're going to eventually change the whole wall color anyway, so might as well just go like this. But back to the point, and the point is that, yeah, so sheep, and it's easier to just dye the first couple of sheep and then breed them, and then you get the same color over and over and over again. It's a lot cheaper on the dye to do that than to try to recolor like 50 sheep. It's that would be a problem. So, I mean, we could always if we have loads and loads of red sheep, we could always kill off the red sheep and then get new sheep with different colors. But I mean, I don't know. Let's try to avoid that if we can, I guess, or something. Not entirely sure. Maybe we'll do that anyways. But we shall find out. But for now, we need to bring the red sheep through. So I think what we should do is this section of the pen here should be for the like 2 other colors of wool. So like eventually we want this whole area to be sectioned into little pens, and like about this size, and each pen having 2 colors of wool in it. And what I'm thinking is that we'll put the red guys over here in case we need loads of them. We have plenty of space to expand loads of them. And in here, we'll leave this open as an already made pen to fill in the whatever other 2 colors we need soon. That would be the idea. So whatever colors we need next is what we'll do. Now, how are we going to do this? We need to somehow... Oh, this guy wants to come. We need to bring 2 sheep into here and dye them red, and then breed them and keep breeding them over and over and over again. That's what we need to do. So let's go ahead and try to do this so that we can let only 2 sheep through. That would be the idea. Let's go ahead and grab quarried brick walls so that we can repair this when we're done. All right, sheep, you are going through. You are right there, waiting, ready to go, and you, sir, are going through as well. There we go. Let's go ahead and plug this up. There we go. Now the sheep can come all the way through here. All the way through here into the main red pen. There we go. They have made it into the red sheep pen. Let's go ahead and start them breeding immediately, because breeding the sheep takes a while. There we go. We got red wool. That is actually proper red, right? Let's just go ahead and check that in case it's some sort of pink or something. Red wool. Yes, we got red wool from that there sheep. And this there sheep is now red as well, which is excellent indeed. So, let's go ahead and start the sheep breeding. Where would the wheat be? Oh, yes, of course, the wheat is in the wheat farm. Duh. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and head over to the wheat farm and grab a whole bunch of wheat. We do not have to harvest this manually, which is excellent. We have a massive bunch of chests, and by the way, I've not seen the frame rate jump down below 60 yet, which is excellent. If you guys happen to notice it go below 60, then let me know. But the issue with that is the goal is eventually to get a stable 60, because apparently the biggest thing, talking with someone who knows a lot about computers, apparently the biggest issue when games seem like they're kind of jolting around a bit and getting unstable is when the frame rate is dropping and raising and going up and down and stuff like that. If you can keep it stable, then it is good. So that's the goal. You know what? Let's just go ahead and drop some cobblestone because we want to grab the extra. Actually, you know what? It doesn't even matter because we have plenty of wheat in our inventory already, because if we breed these sheep right now, like that guy, come on. Oh, that actually worked. And this one, there we go. And now the sheep will breed. There we go. And now we have to wait. We have to wait for a while. I don't know how long it takes until they breed again. But we can, in the meantime, we can work on some things. And let's go ahead and turn the particles on a little bit because decrease. There we go. Because we need to actually be able to see the sheep's particles and things. Okay, back to the point. Let's just go ahead and tidy up our little mess over there, which was the wall over there of dirt. Let's go ahead and clean this up, and then this pen is ready to go. We can set this pen up for whatever color of sheep we want next. And now let's go ahead and get ready to, whoops, let's go ahead and get out of here. Thank you very much. There we go. And now let's go ahead and get ready to shear the sheep and start getting some wool and start going on from there and coloring in the walls. Now, it is going to be fairly difficult, the perhaps difficultest task, if difficultest is a word, but the most difficult task is going to be actually recoloring those walls. So let's go ahead and take a look at the situation, and I'll meet you over there in the rocket room. Actually, you know what? Something you guys have been saying for a while, that's the rocket room down there, by the way. You guys have been saying for a while that Mr. Peculiar Pine Tree, you need to clean up the pathways in the base and make it easier to get from one place to another. And you know what? You guys are right. So let's go ahead and make this a bit easier. So we're down here. We're on the same level, I think, as the rocket. And so let's go ahead and make this so that we can get through to the rocket, which would be helpful. So let's see. This appears to be some sort of a pathway already. Let's go ahead and head all the way over here. And yes, this needs to be smoothed out a little bit so that we can actually travel the distance easier. There we... Oh, actually, you know what? This would work even better if we go ahead and just remove these cobblestone in the first place. And then this would be a proper pathway that we wouldn't even have to jump up onto this row of cobblestone and then back down or anything. We'd just go straight through, which is excellent indeed. So, aha! So we are on the level of the wheat, and now we get all the way over to here, and we get to here, which is the rocket room, which is excellent. So we can get straight through from the red wool to the rocket room. Whoop! Breaking the carpet. Let's go ahead and fix that. Okay, there we go. 1, 2, there we go. Got our red wool back. Now, yeah, just looking at these walls, this is gonna take a while. So, which one do we want to start with? Let's go with something we can measure easily so that we can actually see the progress. So let's go ahead and first replace that part of the wall behind the table here, and then go up to the bottom of that little hole in the area there. Let's go ahead and start replacing this and see what happens. So here we go. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go ahead and place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Now we're off to a good start. We have we have one corner of the thing. Anyways, let's go ahead and head back over here. Let's go ahead and clean up this pathway as well, because this is a nice pathway, except for the fact that it's hard to get through, because you're going along like this, you're jumping like this, and doing the speed thing. By the way, that's the thing you can do, is you can jump while you're going to go faster. But the thing is, if you happen to jump up inside one of these pathways, then your head jumps right up inside there. It stops your sprint, and then you stop. You know, like you're going along like this, and then you sort of, if you can time it just right. Come on, time it just right, please. Time it just right, please. Oh, where are we going? We're going around the corner. There we go. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Why? Oh, okay. So apparently we're not jumping up into that area. Anyways, let's just go ahead and head through there for now. This guy needs to move, place in a line. Let's just go ahead and, you know what? Go up. There we go. He's out of the way. Okay, great. Let's go ahead and head over here. And aha. So, oh yes, something else that we need to do with the sheep farm. So we are currently, we're waiting for some more wool. We have one piece of wool, but that's not significant. We need to, in case they eat away all the grass, what we used to do over in that farm is we would have a situation. You know what? The FPS, sorry, changing the subject. The FPS seems to be doing really, really well. Let's go ahead and turn VSync on. It should set it down to 60. Or 160. Okay, so, oh, you know what? It seems to be roughly that it goes for a multiple of 60, so let's go ahead and limit the frame rate at 70. It should cap it at 60 then. No, it doesn't. Okay, well, that is interesting. Let's go ahead and limit it down to 60 and see how it goes. You know what? I don't know if you guys really understand VSync. I don't understand VSync. If you guys happen to know how it works, I think it goes like this, though. Nice, we're getting a smooth 60 frames per second, which is excellent. We're getting smooth 60 frames per second in Thinking Pack, which is excellent indeed. And that is good, although it looks a little more choppy to look around, which is weird. Weird. Anyways, back to the point. Back to the point is that we need to set this up to make it so that the sheep don't eat away all of the grass. Oh, you know what? They actually won't. Okay, because here's the thing. Here's the problem and the solution. The problem and the solution. Because the problem is that... let's go ahead and climb out of here properly. There we go. The problem, when we had the sheep farm over here, the sheep had the entire grassy area, which means that if the huge population of sheep happens to eat away all the grass, then the grass is gone, and they have no more grass, and then they can't grow any more wool, which is a problem. So that is why we used to have a fence over here and some more grass behind it so that the sheep couldn't reach this grass, but this grass would extend and grow onto this grass and spread in case the sheep ever ate away all of the grass. So that is interesting. And why is it going down to 40 FPS? I think that's a weird thing with how it calculates based on the max frame rate and VSync and whatever else. Let's go ahead and limit it at 120 because why not? There we go. Let's go ahead and try that. You know what? I think it's nicer on unlimited for some reason. So let's go ahead and try this. It seems to move smoother when you look around for some reason. Anyways, back to the point. The point is that we are currently needing to shear the sheep. Oh, they've grown. Okay. You know what? I think we can breed the sheep now. Yes. Okay. Excellent. So that one and that one. There we go. And now we're going to get another sheep, which is excellent. How do we get out of here? We need a better way out of here, which would be very helpful. Oh, you know what? There's gates, isn't there? That would be very helpful. Some of you guys are probably saying, what are you doing? You're not making a fence gate. Well, yeah, that would be helpful, wouldn't it? Let's go ahead and make a fence gate. We need, we need some sticks, which would be like this. There we go, got some sticks. Let's go ahead and drop the cobblestone. And we need, what was it? Crafting table. Where do we have? We do not have a crafting table. Okay. Well, looks like it's about time to head over there and grab our crafting table, which is way over here. You know what? We have two crafting tables in very close proximity to each other, and then none at the other end of the base, which is a problem. At the other end of the room, at least. So let's go ahead and head over there to the other end of the base and place down the crafting table over in this area. You know what? Let's make the crafting table our block that we use to climb up into that pen, because that would be very helpful. So let's go ahead and make a fence gate. Let's go ahead and do this, and there we go. And let's go ahead and let's go ahead and actually split these up properly. There we go. We got a fence gate. It won't quite connect properly with the cobblestone, not the cobblestone walls, but the whatever it is walls. The, what is it called? Quarried brick walls. There we go. It won't, oh, it will connect. Okay. That is excellent. We have a fence gate that connects properly with the quarried brick walls. Anyways, let's get back to the point, and the point was shearing the sheep. Shearing the sheep. We have sheep to shear, and we got the sheared sheep. There we go. That is excellent. Okay, we got 5 wool. Once again, we are ready to put an entire 5 wool attached to the... Oh, you know what else we need? You know what else we need is a pressure plate, because that way we don't have to worry about closing the gate behind us, which is excellent. So let's go ahead and make a pressure plate. Let's go ahead and make a pressure plate. There we go. We got a pressure plate like that, and let's go ahead and put this thing in front of the wooden gate. There we go. Now we can head in like this. And when we head out, we have to open the gate manually, but then we walk out and it closes behind us, which is excellent. So let's go ahead and head back over to the other... Oh, yes, we don't even need to climb up those pathways. We just need to go over this way and head all the way through and get into the rocket room, which is right here. Excellent. Okay, now we can continue replacing the blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4... 5 or 10, I guess it is, because it's the 10th block. There we go, and we now have doubled the amount of red wool that we have on that wall, which is excellent. We're off to a very good start. That's excellent. And let's go ahead and head back over into here. We have doubled the amount of red wool that we have. We can now increase it even more because these sheep are starting to generate wool a lot faster than they were before, which is excellent. So let's go ahead and grab some more wool from the sheep like this, and let's find out how many sheep are interested in breeding. Let's go ahead and check that. We've got 2 sheep. Okay, that's good. Got one of those, one of those, one of those. Oh, this guy is not interested. Okay, forget that. Never mind. Never mind, unless this guy's interested. Nope. Okay, let's go ahead and head back out of the base. And we got 3 more red wool. You know what? This is going to take a fairly long amount of time to do this task. But we can do... Is there any way to speed this up and make it easier? Oh, you know what would make it easier is to bring 2 more sheep this way. That would make it easier. If we can do that, let's go ahead and do that because we can sort of jumpstart the process. Because the difficulty is that it is going so slowly because we're waiting. You have to wait, I think it's like 5 minutes or something in between sheep breeding. I'm not sure exactly how long it is, but we have to wait for that. That is the problem. And so if we can jumpstart it by having more sheep in the area, that would be very, very helpful indeed. Let's go ahead and get where'd the cobblestone wall go? The quarried brick wall even. There we go. And let's go ahead and send... We got a lot of dark gray sheep here, so let's go ahead and send this guy through here. Come on. Come on, somebody please. Somebody please come that way, please. Somebody. You look like a good candidate for that position. Let's go ahead and bring you over to that position. Come on, sir. Come on, sir. Let's go ahead and bring... No, we don't want a swarm of sheep coming. We just want 1 or 2. We want 2 sheep coming specifically. Come on, sheep. Come on this way. Come on this way, please. There we go. And you know what? 1 more might be sufficient, but let's get 2 more in any case. The difficulty is that when you have 3 sheep like we had, when you had 3 sheep ready to be breeded or whatever, then 2 of them breed and the other one is not doing anything, and so then it kind of slows the whole process down, which is a problem. So let's go ahead and bring these guys over into the place over here. There we go. That is that. Now we got these sheep into this area. Let's go ahead and make some... Where's our dye? We need some more dye. We need to have some more dye. There we go. We got some rose red dye. There we go. We now have some more red sheep. And let's go ahead and first shear the sheep. We have plenty of wheat, so we don't have to worry about wasting the wheat at all. Let's go ahead and breed those sheep. This one, I think... Oh, okay, let's go ahead and get to these ones over here. There we go. There's some more sheep over there like that. There we go. And we got this... come on, sir. Come on all the way over here, please, sir. We need to get these sheep a little closer together. There we go. And let's go ahead and this one too. Already, we are really jump-starting the process. We went from 3 sheep and 1 baby sheep to now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sheep and 1, 2, 3 baby sheep, which is excellent. We have, I don't know if that's a double or a triple or what that is, but we have greatly increased the size of this farm here. Let's go ahead and grab some more wool. And there we go. We now have 10 more wool immediately, which means that we can double. You know what? This is going to be a very, very nice situation where we are going to be doubling the amount of wool that we have on those walls probably every time that we make a trip back, because that is going to be excellent. Or at least 1.5 times the amount of wool that we have there. Let's go ahead and break these down like this, because the first time that we went over here, we had 5 wool to add. The next time, we had another 5 wool, so now we have 10. This time, we have an extra 10 wool, so we're doubling already, which is excellent indeed. So let's go ahead and double this. There we go. We've got 20 wool. And we're barely making a dent in the wall. So, yeah, okay, so how exactly are we gonna speed this thing up? Yeah, so let's go ahead over back to the sheep farm and see what is happening. What is happening down over here like this? Let's go ahead and head all the way over to here and stop getting our head stuck on the thing above us like that. And let's go ahead and over here. Oh, okay, so this is starting to get to the point where it is starting to have some sort of a speedy farm thing, because we come back and the sheep have already regrown their wool because we're having a lot of sheep over here, which is excellent. and they're regrowing their wool right in front of us, which is excellent as well. So can you actually grow the baby sheep up faster? That is a question. No. Not with wheat, at least. Not with wheat. And no, but are you guys even interested? Not really. No? Okay, forget that then. Let's go ahead and see what we can... Okay, so I guess we're just down to waiting for these sheep. So I will be back in a while. While we are waiting, let's go ahead and set up the next color as well, because we don't need it for this project, but we will need it in the future. And if we don't have to interrupt ourselves to go ahead and set up another color of wool in the future, then we will be able to get the projects done faster in the future. So right now, first of all, we have 27 wool, which is excellent. Last time we brought 10 over there. This time we're bringing 27, which is excellent. Let's go ahead. Also, the next project would be actually, let's just breed these sheep first. Come on, sheep. Come on, sheep. Come on over here. Thank you. You and you, there we go. And we got light gray. We need to breed the light gray. But in any case, the project would be filling in this area with 2 colors. And which colors are we going to choose? I think it might be good to choose the 2 colors of blue and light blue. It might be good ideas because the whole peculiar pine tree theme and everything has a lot of blue involved. So it would be good to have blue because we would probably be wanting that in the future. Let's just go ahead and harvest, harvest the wool, and then go ahead and fill in the wall, and then go ahead and let make some blue sheep in this new area, which would be very nice indeed. Let's go ahead and head over here like this. There we go, and let's just take care of these gray sheep first, because we have a huge population here of dark gray sheep, but not of light gray sheep. So let's go ahead and get one more light gray sheep. There we go. And let's go ahead and leave the area. There we go. And now let's go ahead, fill in the wall with our now 34. Oh, wow. Okay, these are really growing wool fast. This farm is already taking on a life of its own. Well, I mean, it kind of has sheep, so it already has a life of its own. But that's besides the point. The point is that we have now 42 wool. So not only are we not just bringing 10 back, we are bringing a quadruple of 10 back. We are bringing 42 wool back. We can now claim our prize of 42 more wool in the wall, which would be very excellent indeed. Oh, this is taking a while to mine. What is it? This is an interesting material. It is... where to go? Aluminum. We have aluminum. We have more aluminum, which is very, very, very helpful indeed. Let's go ahead and fill this in as well. Aluminum is very helpful for all the Galacticraft things that we are going to be doing in the future, and things like that. It is going to be very, very nice indeed. And we should eventually set up an automatic storage system and crafting system and everything like that. That is on the list to do in the future, but for now, let's go ahead and just fill in this wall. I'll be back once this is done. This is already beginning to take shape, which is excellent. We're starting to see a little bit of a dent in that wall, which is very, very nice indeed. So let's go ahead and now prepare to make our blue sheep and light blue sheep while we are waiting for the other ones. And in order to make blue and light blue sheep, you need lapis lazuli for the blue, and you need lapis lazuli and bone meal to make the light blue. Now, we have bone meal, as you can see, and oh, there's actually lapis lazuli in the wall, which is very helpful indeed. Let's go ahead and grab some of that. There we go. We now have some... where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Wait, why is it not... hello? Why won't it get picked up? Is it actually glitched and it's actually trapped inside the wall upstairs or something? Let's go ahead and try to get up there and see if we can pick it up from here. Let's see now. Where'd it go? Why is it glitched and not being picked up? Why is it not pick-upable? Why is it not pick-upable? Okay, that is weird. Let's go ahead and actually restart the world for a second. And it still won't get picked up, so that is really weird. Okay, well, let's go ahead and head back up here. And then let's go ahead and get some more lapis that also can't be picked up. Oh, of course, because my inventory is full. Okay, well, that would do it. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and pick up this. There we go, and now we made a big mess in this room, so let's go ahead and clean this up. And now we can go ahead and make our light blue sheep. Oh, actually, here's a problem, is that we need 2 bone meal. And we only have 1, which is a problem. So let's see. We can make titanium dioxide into bone meal. You know what? We might already have some in the thing upstairs. I will be back in a minute and check that out. We did indeed have bone meal in there. So that is excellent. So let's go ahead and turn some of this into the dye that we're looking for. There we go. We got... Oh, actually, it makes 2 dye per one that you do. So that is excellent. So let's go ahead and head back downstairs. And I'll make... Oh, let's try to do that without falling down. And I'll meet you back downstairs, and we shall start expanding the blue sheep as well as the red sheep at the same time, because since we're standing around waiting for the red sheep, we might as well expand the blue sheep at the same time. This is already starting to take shape. It is looking very, very nice indeed. It is looking very nice indeed. That is excellent. Let's go ahead and whoop. Okay, almost died, but didn't, so that's good. Let's go ahead and do all this, and I'll harvest the farm and be back with you in a minute. There we go. We now have a pen with blue sheep and light blue sheep in it, which is excellent. And now a way to get out of here, because here's the problem, is that there were a lot of sheep hanging around the fence here, and so if I place down any block, they're going to try to climb on it, climb out of the base, out of the pen rather. But here's an idea. If we go and stand way back over here, then we pillar up, and if they even climb on this, like let's say we only build it partway up and they climb up here, then they're just going to walk off back into the pen, which is good. They cannot get out, but we can jump. Oop. Okay, let's try this again. We can jump. There we go. As planned. There we go. We can jump like that, and we can get out where the other sheep cannot. the other sheep. I mean, we can get out. The other sheep can't. The sheep can't. We can't. Whatever. You know what I mean. Anyways, let's go ahead and harvest the wool once again. And we should be able to fill in a good portion of the wall again, which is excellent. Last time we filled in 34, I think it was, at one time. This time, we already have... How many do we have? We have currently... dropped some on the ground over here. And 1 more sheep. There we go. We have 43, which is excellent indeed. We have 43. Well, we can go and fill that in. I'm going to breed the sheep and be back with you in a minute. After adding 46 wool, this wall becomes like this, which is excellent. We're starting to actually make a dent on the overall wall, which is excellent indeed. So basically, the rest of this is just going to be doing this over and over and over again, trying to get the wall completely finished. That's basically what it's going to be. So I think we're going to come back next episode and get on to the next stages, which would be after the rocket room has been completely colored, which is excellent. Once we're going to go ahead and break the crops, which is not too good. Whoa, why are the seeds not planting? Why did not the seeds plant? Why did not okay, something's broken. Something is broken. Oh, is the problem that we restarted the world while the turtle was out and about? Oh, yes. Okay, so here's the thing. We have the turtle automatically check for, like, when it starts the world, we have the turtle check for where is he. He's like, oh, I'm way over here. I don't know where I am in relation to anything, so I'm just going to go ahead and go straight back to the beginning and then wait there. That is what we have the turtle doing, but the problem was that he was in the middle of harvesting the last time, and then he got up to here, and then we restarted the world, and then he's like, wait, where am I? And he's like, oh, okay, I need to head forward to get all the way back to the start, but now he's gone all the way back to the start without replanting these things, and now he's sitting there with nothing underneath, and he's just waiting for the wheat to grow, but it never will, so we need to fix that as well. That's a small problem. We might get to that next episode. You know what? The simpler fix just for now is to grab the wheat seeds yourself, and we're gonna have to fix this next episode unless I forget, and we're gonna go on to getting to space and things. But yeah, so that is that, and see you guys in the next episode.